Remember the conjoined twins Abby and Brittany Hensel? They won our hearts and taught us how to be strong. There have been many changes since they were last on TV more than 10 years ago. Abby is now married and both sisters are doing great in their jobs. Their story continues to amaze and inspire people. In this video, we'll catch up with them and look at how they've dealt with problems in their lives and found love while going against what people expected of them. The story of Abby and Brittany Hensel is amazing and makes us think about how humans work and how strong we are. They were born in Carver County, Minnesota, to a nurse named Patty and a carpenter and landscaper named Mike Hensel. The twins have lived an amazing and surprisingly normal life despite the chances that were against them. They are dicephalic parapagus twins, which is what they are called. They share a body but have two heads and necks. They have 2 arms and 2 legs, and their chest is bigger than most. Their small underdeveloped arm was cut off between their heads when they were born. Only the shoulder blade was left. The twins' bodies are different from each other. Abby's head leans slightly to the right, while Brittany's leans more to the left, which makes her look shorter when they are sitting down. Abby's leg is about 2 inches longer than Brittany's, which makes her walk on her toes a lot. Her leg muscle is now much bigger than Abby's because of this. As the kids got bigger, they had health problems. At age 12, they had surgery to fix their scoliosis and make their chest bigger so they wouldn't have trouble breathing. Also, when Brittany stopped growing too soon, doctors had to medically stop the growth of Abby's spine. How they handle their shared body is one of the most interesting things about their bodies. Since each twin only controls one side of their body, they can only feel things on that side. There is a small gap in the middle, but the twin on the opposite side is the only one who feels stomach aches. Even with all of these problems, Abby and Brittany have learned to work together very well. They are able to walk, run, swim, play basketball, and even ride a bike. They know how to do things that need both hands or both legs, like driving a car and typing on a computer keyboard. While Abby is 5'2" and Brittany is 4'10", their height difference can sometimes make things hard, like when they tried to balance on a Segway in their 2012 reality show. You might be wondering why they weren't split up as soon as they were born, but the truth is that their parents had to make a tough choice when they were born. Doctors said that surgically separating the twins probably wouldn't help both of them live. Their parents stuck to their decision not to split up as Abby and Brittany grew and learned new things. It was thought that a twin who lived alone, or one who lived with another, would have a lower quality of life than if they lived together. Their dad, Mike, helped them a lot and always had good ideas for how to handle things better. He even made them a unique bike with extra wheels and handles. For everyday tasks like tying shoes or brushing teeth, people had to work together. The girls didn't care, though. They joked and laughed while they did these things. They showed everyone how talking and working together can make tough things safer. They were told to have a normal life by their parents. They were careful to keep Abby and Brittany separate. Abby was the calm one. She liked having orange juice for breakfast. The funny one was Brittany, who liked milk. They were able to write and eat different things at the same time. Abby liked math a lot as she got older. Brittany liked English and art more than other things. It was clear to everyone that they were not the same person, even though they shared a body. To show that they were different, they even had clothes made with 2 neck holes. Brittany told a newspaper, "Trust me, we're not at all the same." She also said, "I like pink and girly things more." Brittany isn't as fond of pink. It's our turn to choose what to wear. Every day, I choose, and every other day, Brittany does. Abby and Brittany had no trouble making friends. It was fun to be around them because they were always happy. Like other kids, they went to sleepovers and birthday parties. They were a little different, but their friends knew that and made them feel welcome. On the other hand, it wasn't always easy to grow up. Bad things were said to the twins sometimes, but they dealt with it really well. They were sure and nice about it. It was good for them to help other people understand their situation, but it was also fine to keep some things private. As Abby and Brittany turned 13, they had to deal with a new challenge, getting their driver's licenses. The law said they each had to have their own license, even though they had to drive together. They each took the written test and the driving test on their own. Abby is in charge of the controls on the right, and Brittany is in charge of the controls on the left. They show how well they can work together by steering together. The twins graduated from high school in 2008 and chose to keep learning. The school they chose was Bethel University in Arden Hills, Minnesota, and they decided to major in education. The first thing that came to mind was learning different areas of education, but they quickly realized that it would be too much work. So they stuck together, and in 2012, both of them got their Bachelor of Arts. Both Abby and Brittany often wear clothes that have been changed just for them to show that they are two different people. When you sew well, you can make their tops have two different neck openings. This helps everyone see them as unique people, not just twins. They also have a method for doing everyday things. For example, let's look at answering texts. They type together so much that they almost know what the other is thinking without having to say much. They write I when both of them agree on something. They use their own names when they disagree. Abby and Brittany hate it when random people look at them or try to take their picture while they're just going about their day. They want to keep their privacy, don't like feeling like everyone can see them all the time. The twins did some talks for a TV show when they were 16 years old. Their hopes for the future were pretty much the same as those of most teens. They talked about going on dates, getting married, and maybe having kids. By telling some things about their lives, they thought that people would better understand them and treat them normally. Abby and Brittany didn't wait to start working after they graduated from college. They put their degrees in teaching to good use when they became teachers in 2013. This was a big step for them because it showed they could work together as a team. People all over the world have learned from and been inspired by the twins' journey, which has been told in many media outlets. The twins first came to public attention when they went on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 1996. A lot of people learned about them and became interested in their lives after this public showing. They were on the cover of Life magazine that same year. One Body, Two Souls was a great title that said everything about their situation. A piece inside called The Hensel's Summer gave fans a look into their daily lives. The media's coverage helped make their situation more real by showing that, even though they looked different, they were a lot like other kids. Life magazine kept writing about their story, and in 1998 they published another article about it. These early television appearances had a big impact on how people saw them. That they were real people with goals, dreams, and problems, not just medical oddities, was what they showed. People became more interested in the twins' lives as they grew. A TV show called Conjoined for Life, which ran on the Discovery Health Channel in 2002, talked about them. Getting a close look at their lives helped people understand how complicated their condition was and how amazing it was that they found ways to do everyday things. The next year, a follow-up video called Joined at Birth came out, which went into more detail about their unique situation. 2003 was a big year for Abby and Brittany in the news. Time and Life magazines both came out with new stories about the twins, who are now 11 years old. ABC TV also made a program called Joined for Life. These different news sources helped keep track of the twins' progress and growth, showing how they were dealing with the difficulties of being a pre-teen. The twins' story was told all over the world in 2005 when they were featured in a UK TV show as part of the Extraordinary People series. This worldwide attention helped get the word out about conjoined twins and dispelled myths all over the world. As Abby and Brittany got older, more and more people became interested in their lives. Another video called Joined for Life came out in 2006. Brittany and Abby turned 16 years old. This movie went into great detail about their teenage years, showing things like school, friends, and even the process of getting their driver's licenses. By showing these typical teen events, the documentary helped viewers see past their physical situation and connect with them as people. In 2012, the twins had their own reality TV show called Abby and Brittany, which was their biggest media project to date. The show, which first ran on TLC in the US and then on BBC in the UK, followed the twins as they finished college and got their first job as teachers. This personal look into their lives as young adults helped bust some myths and false ideas about what they could do. With all of these public appearances, Abby and Brittany have made a big difference. They have helped people learn more about twins who are joined at the hip. Putting assumptions to the test and showing that they can live happy lives, we can't help but talk about another part of their lives though, because it's gotten so much attention. Recently, information about Abby's personal life has made people interested in the sisters again. News sources say that Abby, who is now in her mid-30s, married Joshua Bowling in 2021. This new information has caused a lot of talk and increased interest in the twins' lives. Bowling has become a part of the Hensel family story. He is said to be a nurse and a former soldier in the US military. The twins are said to still live in their home state of Minnesota, where they work as teachers in the 5th grade. Since then, the couple's social media accounts have been made private, but family members have shared views of their wedding and family trips in the past. It's interesting that this marriage has allegedly made their family bigger, as Abby is now the stepmother of Bowling's daughter from a previous relationship. Everyone is interested in this new part of their lives because they are linked, which is a unique situation. As word of the wedding spread on the internet, it looks like the twins chose to handle things in their own way. As a result of the increased public attention, they shared a number of videos on social media sites. There were pictures of twin statues joined together, wedding shots, and pictures of the couple together in these posts. The comments and voiceovers in these videos showed that the people in them were both happy with their situation and annoyed that so many people were watching and talking about it. But because the child is still young, many facts are kept secret. There is a note in the divorce papers from 2022 that Isabella has a half-sister. Even though there are legal issues, it looks like Joshua has stayed close to his daughter Isabella. She is in a lot of family pictures that are shared on social media and was at his wedding to Abby Hensel. In these pictures, Abby, who is now Isabella's stepmother, and her sister Brittany are often seen being friendly with the girl. The fact that Abby and Brittany Hensel are involved in this family situation makes the story more interesting. Getting used to their new family situation, including becoming a step-parent, will be hard for them because they are conjoined twins who have been in the public eye their whole lives. For more information on this issue, it's important to note that Joshua, Anika, Gavin Vatnsdal, and the Hensel twins have not been reached for comment. Many questions remain unsolved and can only be guessed at because they haven't said anything. This court case shows the problems that can happen in blended families and how hard it can be to figure out personal ties when you're in the public eye. It's likely that Joshua and Abby want to build a quiet life together, even though everyone will be interested in their unusual situation. These court cases give their story an unexpected turn. As the court case goes on, it's still unclear how this will impact Joshua and Abby's relationship, as well as their interactions with other family members. Having a child involved in these processes makes things more difficult and needs to be handled carefully to protect the child's privacy and best interests. We can all say, though, that the story of the conjoined twins has moved a lot of people. It shows that you can get through tough times with love, support, and a positive outlook. These two girls showed that being different doesn't mean you can't live a full life. We've all learnt something from the twins. That they worked together, understood, and had a good sense of fun can help you get through hard times. We can learn from their stories that everyone is unique in their own way. That's something to be happy about.